Hello everyone, Alicia here with another weekly grocery haul for my WW meal plan for the week and just whatever else it is that we needed for the week. This week I went to Winco and I will just jump right in. Got a couple lemons. I'm using both of those in recipes this week. Got 4 packages of blackberries, 2 1-pound packages of strawberries, some bananas, some red grapes, and 2 pineapple. Got 3 red onions for some recipes, a tomato for burgers, some green onions for recipe, tricolor coleslaw for recipe, some sliced mushrooms for recipe, and then some spinach. I'm using some of this in the recipe. The rest of it we'll just eat for salads or whatever. And then we are back in biking season, so we needed to kind of stock up on our biking fuel, which is high carb, high sugar. So we like the Skittles to take, and then also got some Sour Patch Kids. In the back there, got some crisp rice cereal. Gonna be doing some Rice Krispie treats. Got some grated Parmesan. Some Classico 4-cheese Alfredo, some minced garlic, got some PB Fit powder, and I got 2 of these carb balance flour tortillas. I really like these. They have 17 grams of fiber in them, which I think is pretty good, and 6 grams of protein, which is also pretty good, and they're 2 net carbs. These are really good for chips too in the air fryer. Spritz them with a little olive oil, sprinkle a little salt on, cut them up and throw them in the air fryer for a few minutes and they make really good chips. I like to have those with my homemade guacamole. Got some of this Dubai chocolate for my son, also for him. Got him some syrup. He's been really liking the cottage cheese pancakes lately, so he needed some more syrup. Got a 0 sugar chocolate fudge pudding and then a 0 sugar cake mix. I'm going to be doing a cake here probably in the next couple of weeks with both of those. Got some Boulder Canyon hickory barbecue potato chips, some Ruffles cheddar and sour cream, and then on the way back there got some 0 sugar Shasta and the lemon lime. Picked up some Mission tortilla strips. And then I completely ran out of self-rising flour, and I use self-rising flour all the time. So picked up some of that. Got some baking soda. And then I picked up some of this Barilla Protein Plus spaghetti. I'm using that in a recipe this week. Got some yellow mustard. And then picked up some hamburger buns. We like to do burgers on Saturday, which is kind of our cheat day. We do usually a really big ride and then we do burgers afterwards. So got those for that, or this weekend. And then got some King's Hawaiian sweet rolls. Gonna be using those in a recipe this week. And some bean noodles. Gonna be using those in a recipe this week. Got a couple different marshmallows. These big ones. We use these for when we gotta give our dogs pills. It works really well because you can just shove the pill down in there and they don't know it's there. So got those for the dogs. And then these, the mini ones, I'm going to be doing Rice Krispie treats with. Another biking fuel are these generic Pop-Tarts. I've been buying Pop-Tarts a lot lately to use for fuel. And then my son likes them as well. So got 4 boxes of those because they're pretty cheap, especially compared to the name brand. Got some white distilled vinegar. I use this for cleaning a lot. And I also use that to clean my produce. Just add that to some water and let your fruit or whatever produce soak in it. And it's a really great way to get your produce nice and clean naturally. Down here, got some Parmesan grated. I'm using that in a recipe. And then some part skim ricotta, which I'm also using in a recipe. Got some low-fat cottage cheese, 2% milk fat. And then picked up some of these 4-cheese ravioli for my son to go with the Classico. Got some frozen blueberries. I'm going to be using some of those in a recipe and the rest we'll just eat. We love the frozen fruit to eat for kind of a sweet treat. Got some bag clips And then in the back, got a whole case of this peace tea, the Caddyshack for my son. Down here, picked up some pepper jack cheese for our burgers, and then also my son loves his pepper jack cheese. Got some boneless, skinless chicken breasts. Those are going in a recipe this week. 2 Dan & Light and Fit Greek yogurt cups. And 2 of my favorite Greek yogurt, the Fage brand, in 0% milk fat. And then finally, got some Dairy Gold, the Fit 2% milk. And I believe that is everything. I'll put the total price on the screen for those of you that are interested. And then here is my meal plan for the week. So for breakfast, I'm going to be doing protein lemon blueberry baked oatmeal. Lunch, I'm going to be doing cheeseburger sliders. Dinner, I'm going to be doing lemon ricotta spinach pasta, and I'm going to double that from what my recipe says. And then my other dinner is going to be chicken pancit. And then finally for dessert, I'm going to be doing some no-bake peanut butter oat cups. Now I have recipe videos on everything but the oat cups, so I'll have links to those up above and down below if you want to check any of those out. If the no-bake peanut butter oat cups sound good to you, be on the lookout for that recipe video because I will have it up shortly after you see this video. And just out of curiosity, I would love to know down in the comment section how many of you are familiar with Winco. I don't think it's a super huge chain. I think it's mainly over here on the western part of the country, but I'd love to know if you guys are familiar with it. I absolutely love Winco. It's probably my favorite store. Unfortunately, it's about an hour from us, so I don't get up there very often, but absolutely love it. And I'm just curious how many of you are familiar with it. Anyway, guys, that was my haul and my meal plan. Thank you, as always, for watching, and I will see you on the next one.